Is it on? Yep. Okay. Hey, it's Adele from Keto Road to Victory. Today we are going to be making fat bombs with my mom. Say hi, Mom. And we will meet you inside. Okay. So we do need a sweetener. I was looking at these sweeteners right here. It says sweet additions, but when you go on the back, I don't know. Probably not very good at focusing. The first ingredient is maltodextrin. That is not a sugar substitute that we want to mess with. It has mal right in it, so you're going to have to go somewhere else to find it. I have a Walmart brand I will be showing you. So let's get to it. We are doing fat bombs, and we are using bacon and butter, the Ultimate Ketogenic Diet Cookbook. And I'm probably going to say it super wrong. Celebi Richok, Celby, but this is what it looks like. And you're probably going to hear my mom because we're going to be, she's going to be telling me the ingredients that we need to do. The first one that we're going to do is chocolate peanut butter balls, fat bombs. Then we're going to do the coconut truffles, mini cheesecakes, and then the coconut lemon. Basically, I did do kind of sort of a keto haul. I put some items that we had picked up at Aldi's, as well as we went to Pick and Save because they did not have the sweetener, the granulated sweetener. It had maltodextrin in it, so we'll be going over that. So the awesome thing about this one is you can actually use an ice cube tray. I do have a mold, which we'll be using for some of the other ones that have to bake. But this, we're going to see if it fills up the whole tray or just half the tray. And if it's half the tray, we are going to do one type on one side and then the other on the other. All right, so let's get through it. Maltodextrin is a chemical compound to form a sweetener. So it's not natural like stevia or monk fruit. Okay, first thing we need.
First thing, 4 tablespoons of butter.
All right.
So half a stick.
Okay, so we have butter. We're going to cut it in half because that's about 4 tablespoons there. Oh, also, I'm not a baker. I'm really bad at it, so that's why my mom's here. And she's actually going to do a cameo in a featured video that is going to be an update on what's happened in the last year. All right, it's 4 tablespoons of butter.
And then 4 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Okay, so coconut oil. I get this from Walmart. I do explain it. I will cut the shot in of me getting it at the store and what you try to. Okay, and for the recipe, we do need coconut oil. You want to get it in a jar like this. You do not want to get the ones that look like this. They do coconut oil that kind of looks like that. You do not want that. You want the solid stuff that you can melt down. It's just better for fat bombs. And what you try to avoid.
Coconut oil and all this.
Yeah, no, I have that in there.
Let's try it.
Alright. Can you tell it's brand new? Okay. Alright, so you said 4?
Yes.
1. I washed my hands, by the way. Alright, 2. Smells good. I don't know if I'm just I like coconut a lot. 3. And 4. All right.
Then it says microwave on high in short 10-second intervals until the mixture begins to melt.
Okay, so if you didn't hear my mom, what they're saying is to basically put it into the microwave and do 10-second intervals until it's basically melted. So this is what it looks like right now. So I'm going to go do that. All right. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty much melted at this point. So I'm just going to stir it up a little bit to get the rest melted down as far as the butter and coconut. All right, what's our next step, Ma?
And then it says Once melted, add heavy cream. Whisk thoroughly to combine. And we are going to put 4 tablespoons of heavy cream in.
4 tablespoons of heavy cream. No, but okay. So once it's melted, we're doing 4 tablespoons of the heavy whipping cream. And my son broke my whisk, so we're gonna try to do it with a fork. See what happens. Again, I'm not a baker, so. All right.
It's not gonna work very good, but
1,
we'll do it.
2, 3, and 4. Right?
Yep. You have to whisk to thoroughly combine.
We'll see what happens. All right. So I'm trying a fork. We'll see what happens. That's not bad, Ma.
And then 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter.
Okay.
But we'll put 2 tablespoons.
It does say, in this recipe, it does say powdered peanut butter, but we are actually probably going to do this peanut butter that we found at Aldi's. Okay, so for some of the fat bombs, we are going to need natural peanut butter. So if you go on the back of here, it says dry roasted almonds, palm oil. Oh, this is almond butter. And cane sugar is right in it, so no go on that. Creamy peanut butter. We got organic peanuts and sea salt. You can see it. So this brand from Aldi's, Simply Natural Organic, is actually keto friendly. So we're gonna get that. All right, that looks pretty much combined to me.
It does, yeah.
All right, so the brand is Simply Nature. It is a little more expensive than some of the other stuff, but it does not have sugar in it, which is what we want. Now, there usually is an oil coating at the top. Be careful when you're using this, because you have to thoroughly mix it before you. We're cooking up burgers and stuff right now too. Before you use it. I'll probably edit this out too. Alright. Alright. Now, keto bombs are really good for snacks, like little snacks that you need. I found that in the beginning of my keto journey, that it was really hard to incorporate as much fat as I wanted. So I would make these keto bombs, and I would just pop 1 or 2 a day. All right, so the camera completely died, so you didn't get to watch the rest of the peanut butter chocolate. What you're going to be doing is adding the 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 more tablespoons of cocoa powder. So that's the unsweetened cocoa powder. And then you're going to do 1 teaspoon of just vanilla, and then another teaspoon and a half or so of the stevia or the sweetener. And then you just mix that all together, and then you put it into the ice cube tray. So, yep. So the next ones that we're going to do is the coconut truffles, as well as the mini cheesecake. We ran into an issue with not having enough cream cheese. So my mom, being the baker that she is actually going to help me kind of cut them down, or make like a quarter batch of certain ones, so that we can do all the fat bombs that we want. Okay, so these ones do require some baking. I believe it's
no, these don't require baking.
The coconut truffles or the mini cheesecake?
The coconut truffles we just chill.
Uh-huh.
And then the cheesecakes require baking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes,
not the coconut truffles.
So. Well, okay. So the mini cheesecakes, we have bacon. So this is a mold that I got off
Silicone mold.
a silicone mold that I got off of Amazon. I think I got 2 of them for like $10. It can be baked, it can be chilled. What I usually do is I will have a baking sheet or cake cooking sheet underneath it. Because of how flimsy they are, I've tried to fill them up and move them to the freezer with disastrous results. So just keep that in mind, okay? Alright, so we're going to do the ones, the keto truffles.
We're going to tell them the right amount for it, but then I'm going to adjust it.
Right, so you're obviously hearing her, but we're going to tell you what the actual recipe states, and then we're going to go from there. Is there butter in that one? And
no.
Okay.
Okay, so in a medium bowl, you're going to take 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature.
8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. And we're putting in 6 right now.
Yeah, we're gonna make technically 3/4 of a batch.
We're making so 8 ounces of cream cheese is what it calls for.
That's a full batch.
Which is one of these whole. Usually you get them in 8 ounces. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. All right, next.
And then in a medium bowl, you mix together cream cheese, your stevia, that's a 1/2 cup of stevia.
Cup. So it calls for a 1/2 cup of the stevia. And my mom, like I said, is going to do, we're doing 3/4 because we only have 6 ounces of the cream cheese. So we are going to do 1/4 cup and 1/8 cup of the stevia, okay? And then we'll probably taste it, and then if we feel like we need...
because then we'll roll it in the coconut. So if we think it needs more, then we'll...
Okay, so there that goes. And there's that. Okay.
And then it says 2 teaspoons of coconut extract.
Okay, so 2 teaspoons, okay, of coconut extract.
So it'd be 1 1/4 teaspoons.
I don't know if I have a 1/4, but I can.
Well, if you have a 1/2, just fill it up like half the way.
There you go. Okay. All right, so coconut. So it calls for
2 teaspoons of coconut extract.
All right, 2 teaspoons, peeps. I use my teeth a lot.
What you're going to do is put 1 in, and then...
So, yep, 1.
And then 1/4. If you want a little more coconut taste, I don't think it's going to hurt.
Okay, all right. Got it.
Then you're supposed to mix it all together, and then we scoop it into balls, 1 to 2 tablespoon size. And then we roll it in the coconut.
Really? Okay.
And then we just chill it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to I'm going to go get my blender, it's a blender, right?
Yeah.
My blender, and then I will be right back, guys. So I blended it. That's kind of what it looks like. I just used a regular, beater. I did taste it. It tastes very, very good. Okay. So we're taking little balls like that. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing is we're going to be rolling them in the unsweetened cocoa flakes. Not sure how this is going to go, but what do you mean?
You put it in your hand.
Put it in my hand?
And you should be able to roll it.
Okay, so she's putting it on the edge of her finger, and then putting it into her hand and kind of rolling it a little bit. Maybe put it in the coconut.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of just like drop it into the coconut.
We're gonna drop it.
So what we have,
that's okay,
is just a smaller bowl with coconut flakes in it, and we're just kind of rolling it around in there. Now this one, calls for it to be chilled, not frozen. So my mom said that that means that it can go into the fridge instead of into the freezer. Okay. Here. All right. So this is what a completed one looks like, and so we're just gonna put them on, a small pan. So
You should get 12 or so.
Yeah, you should get about 12 from this. So we're gonna end it with that one for right now. We're gonna do them out, and then we're gonna put them in the fridge and unveil them when we do the other ones as well. So I will be right back, and we will do the mini cheesecakes. Yay! All right, last but not least,
Miniature cheesecake.
we're going to do the mini cheesecakes. All right, what are we working with?
The oven's going to be preheated at 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, so preheat the oven for 300.
And then in a medium microwave bowl,
Yep.
butter on high for 20 seconds.
How much butter?
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons, so half a stick. Now again, we are starting our keto journey. So I get it.
Wait a minute. 2 tablespoons because we're cutting in half.
2 tablespoons. Okay.
But the recipe calls for 4.
The recipe calls for 4. Okay. So, as you probably already noticed, I'm a bigger girl. I obviously have a nice healthy amount of arm fat. The keto journey, our particular channel, is following us from the start of our ketogenic diet beginnings and showing you the progression. So I fell off during the pandemic. So I haven't been on keto for probably a year. And I lost 90, came back. I think I gained like 40 or 50 back. And I was at 255 on January 1st, and I am down about 10 pounds. So I get that, anybody that might be watching is like, they're still fat. I get that, but that's because I'm restarting it, and you will see the progression from the weekly uploads that I have from on now. But we want to show you how to make the fat bombs because that's a part of the ketogenic diet, and we're going to taste test them for you and all that good stuff. Okay, so it calls for 4 tablespoons of butter.
But we're making a half batch.
Oh, we're making a half batch. So there's 2. Okay.
And then we need the almond flour. We need a half a cup for the recipe, but we're going to do a quarter because we're doing a half.
Okay.
Batch.
All right. So it calls for almond flour. I have coconut flour. I got this from Walmart. We're hoping that it's okay. That it would be, kind of the
So
same.
a quarter of a cup.
How much does it call for, though? So
But you have to put this in the microwave
I know, and melt it.
and melt it, and then you add the flour.
Right, but how much flour does it naturally call for?
It naturally calls for a half a cup.
A half a cup. So a half a cup of almond flour is what it calls for.
But if you are a baker,
right,
sometimes you just use what you have.
Right. And we happen to have coconut flour.
So that's what we're going to use.
Alright. So, I will edit this out, but... Alright, so I'm back. What we're making right now is the crust part of the cheesecake fat bombs. Okay, so what are we going to do? 1/4 a cup?
1/4 of a cup. And then you mix that together to combine. And then you mold it into the...
So this is going to be the crust. Kind of like that graham graham cracker crust. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know how to talk today, but you'll get it. Okay, so it kind of, looks crusty. So then what we're going to do is we are going to put them into the molds. How many does it say that it usually does?
I'm looking here.
It's probably 6, so I'm just going to take a little tiny bit.
You're going to make 6, yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to press it into the bottom of the mold. So make sure that it's all the way in there. So I might speed this part of the video up. But I believe you're going to want half and half, but we'll see. I want to say at least a third of the bottom should be covered. And the recipe, the original recipe is going to call for, it's going to make 12 of them.
Yeah, because you do a half a cup
Yep.
instead of a quarter.
Right. This already looks really good. My mom's diligently watching me to make sure I do it right.
She regret not sticking around and watching me when she was younger.
I still did stuff. Okay. Okay, that one needs to come back out.
Just moving into another one.
Yep.
You really should have only had 6. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. So inside my mold, that's what it looks like. Okay. All right. Now, let's make the rest. Okay, what do we got?
Place the pan in a preheated oven, bake for 10 minutes.
All right, movie magic. We're gonna place it in the preheated oven at 300 for 10 minutes.
And then in a large bowl, mix cream cheese. So you would do the whole cream cheese.
All right.
So you would put actually either 16 ounces or 2 8-ounce packages.
Okay, so the original, like I said, we're cutting it down. The original calls for 2 things of 8-ounce cream cheese. All right, and then what's after the cream cheese?
Stevia, which is 3/4 cup. So what we'll put in, we will put
So 2 of these, and then 3/4 a cup of stevia, which is the granulated sugar substitute. So since we are cutting it in half, what are we looking at?
1/4 cup and 1/8 of a cup.
All right, so we're putting the crust in for 10 minutes at 300. All right, well, we've pretty much exhausted all of this, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. So, what are we looking at here? Whoops. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, stevia, vanilla and lemon juice.
How much lemon juice?
Okay, where's the vanilla? 1 teaspoon vanilla
So
extract.
then we're going to put that in half.
So half of it.
You want 1 teaspoon for the whole thing, so you want a half a teaspoon.
So it'd be a whole teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh.
1/2 of a teaspoon.
Yep.
And then the lemon juice, we only need like, you're going to use lemon extract?
Yeah, that should be fine, right?
Okay, that's a little bit stronger, so I would just only put like 1/8 of a teaspoon.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Alright. So there's that. Okay, then I'm going to mix this together. I'm taking it.
And then it says, in a large bowl, mix cream cheese, stevia, vanilla, and lemon juice.
Okay.
Top each crust with an equal amount of cream cheese batter. Return to the oven for 15 minutes. Increase the heat to 350. When you do 15 minutes, then you increase it to 350 and bake for 10
I'm
minutes.
going to mix this together, and we're going to cut it, and I will be right back.
Now.
Right. So, with the cheesecake, the mini cheesecake, so what it is like once you put the crust in, you're going to put it in the oven at 300 for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you take it out and you let it cool for 10 minutes. After you let it cool, then you put the cheesecake mixture on top of it and then put it back in for 10 more minutes.
15
I'm sorry, 15 minutes. Okay?
At 300.
At 300. So then after those 15 minutes, then you make it go up in degrees to 350
for 10.
For another 10. So with the mixture all together with the crust at 10 minutes, cool 10 minutes, then put the cheesecake mixture in there at the same exact thing for 15 minutes, and then boost up the temperature to 350 for another 10 minutes.
Correct.
Then you take it out and obviously let it cool down a little bit. So we will be back with the taste testing. Hope you enjoyed. Yay, taste testing time. So, all right, we made 4 different kinds, but the lemon ones didn't get in there. It was like a lemon something another. Regardless of what it is, I didn't really like it anyways. Okay, so the ones that we got today are gonna be the cheesecake ones that had the coconut flour crusts, and then we did end up having a lot of the actual cheesecake batter. So there's one that's just the cheesecake batter that I put in the mold, and then we have the peanut butter chocolate, and then we have the coconut balls. So what are we gonna do here? Let's try coconut ball. I actually like coconut, and you can toast the coconut if you wanted to with that recipe as well. So that's ridiculously good. So, yep. Okay. The cheesecake one is really, really good as well. Let me try the one with the crust. I actually like it more with the crust. It's definitely really good. And it definitely tastes just like cheesecake. It does have a little bit of an aftertaste. Not too bad though. Okay, so these ones are chilled, and then this was the one that the peanut butter chocolate one that we put into an ice cube tray, as you can see. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I mean, it is good. I think what we had decided further in the video is I would like just a little bit more sweetener on that one. But other than that, it's, you know, it's like a frozen chocolate bar. It's pretty good. Alright, so that's the taste testing. Again, it's been a year, so you'll have to mind all the edits and stuff like that. I'm trying my best with the time that I got. So, if you like our personalities or you want to come with us on a journey, leave comments, like, subscribe, share. It would be awesome. Even if you like it, that's going to help it disperse for other people that might want to see it. And I will be back with lots more. Thank you.